So it's 4:34 and I delivered 5 cakes. And so I have another order to do, another rum cake and then a 7-Up pound cake with lemon lime icing. So I just had, when I got back, I needed to sit down for a second because I started so early this morning. But I'm gonna start on my mother's cornbread. Once that is done, then I will start on her sweet potatoes. I might do the sweet potatoes today or in the morning. I'm gonna see how I feel. So I'm just gonna whisk together the yellow corn meal, flour, baking powder, salt, and sugar. Whisk this together, and then I'm gonna add eggs, water, and vegetable oil. Okay. So the way my mother does her cornbread is where it has half a cup of vegetable oil. We'll just put a half a cup in the roasting pan here. Put it in the oven, I guess 10 to 15, around 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. And when it's hot, she'll just pour it in here. So she'll pour hot grease in it and finish mixing it and then pour it in the pan. So I try to remember the different things that she does. So it's 5:05 p.m. and I'm about to put this cornbread in the oven. So it's 10 p.m. now. I had went downtown to Nordstrom. Well, I didn't have to go inside. I just picked something up curbside. And I came back and I just, I baked the rum cake. And I had made the cornbread before I left. So now what I'm gonna do is combine the sauteed vegetables that I sauteed the other day. I'm gonna add in 1 chicken broth that she uses. And then she puts 2 of these in. So I'm just gonna combine that. That's like, the first step would be to make the cornbread and saute the vegetables. And just combine these different items. And then once the turkey is completed, to pour the juice from the turkey into the dressings. And my mother, she makes oyster dressings. And so once I get to that point, then I can complete it and then it goes in the oven. So, like I said, I have 2 of the, she always used turkey. My mother, and she used 1 chicken broth because you know it's a lot of salt, a lot of sodium in there. And so once I combine this pretty good, I'm gonna keep it in the refrigerator. Then once that turkey is ready, I'm gonna start the turkey tomorrow. And early Thursday morning, early, maybe 5 o'clock, I'm gonna pour the juice on it here and finish making it the way she does. Put it in the oven. So, you know these vegetables smell so good. It's nothing like sauteed onions and green peppers and celery. It smells amazing. my mother loves. This is definitely probably ranked #1 favorite holidays. Remember, she couldn't hardly walk that well, and she was making her way down the stairs years ago. Yeah, so that's why I try to do that. Because I was going to make bean pies, but just not going to have enough time to do her recipes and that too. Can't do it. So I'm going to cover this with saran wrap and aluminum foil and keep it in the refrigerator to the next step. So I'm going to pour this through that strainer. I guess that's what it, and try to get some of the fat out. I hate that fat, so that's why my mother, sometimes she'd mix it in, but I was like, ooh, I don't like that. I'll keep this. So this is the juice or the liquor from the turkey that I'm gonna pour over into the cornbread. So I'm gonna pour this into the cornbread. This is the juice from the turkey. Okay. And I'm gonna put some plastic on my hands and really break the cornbread down some. And this is the oysters. And my mother usually would mix this up good and take maybe a cup or 2 of this dressings, put it in that container, smash it all down to really, so you can't even see the oysters. You won't even know they're in there. You have a taste, but she scoops that. I'll take an image, take a picture of that. So I was using this knife, but I'm gonna just, I'm not into using my hand. I'm not doing that. But I'm just gonna try to, I think it's basically good, the way my mother does it, she's been doing this for years. Because normally my daughter, Nefertiti, she would do the dressing. She has done it so many times with my mother. But I started really writing down the recipe, so I kind of know all the little steps that, make a difference. And when it's in the oven, it's not stiff. When it's done, it's like you can pour it out. And so, it's the right consistency, because that's very important with dressings. It's the consistency of it too, You don't eat dressings, it shouldn't be like a brick. It shouldn't be hard. Like even with this, you can tell, you can look at it a lot. It's going to be quite a bit of water that's going to go into it, and then they usually add more butter too. So this looks like it's all pretty good right here. So I'm done. I'm just gonna kind of scoop it all over. Even though my mother just poured, I'm just gonna. Then you just blend it all up in there. This is what you call oyster dressings, Yeah. This is how she does. This is how she does it so far. The water is boiling nicely. It's ready for the macaroni. So I'm gonna wait until I finish the dressings, and then I think the dressings could be on 370. I'm putting on 350, whatever. I think the way my mother makes it to me is a little intimidating because she likes to do it a certain type of way. And so if you want to skip over little steps, you won't get like the same result. So I think out of all her food, the dressings, her macaroni and cheese and the potato salad is very important to her. So, you know, yeah, so I'm really trying to get this right. Say it like that, could be smashed up a little bit. Yeah, so. Because I don't like to use my hand. Not gonna do that. I know I could get some gloves. I'm gonna have to eventually, just have some in the house. Because I will use like a plastic bag, put my hands in, but so I'm gonna make sure I measure everything out, like how much water, because I think easily this may take take 6 cups of water, because I watched her put water in it. More water, not really keeping count of cups or whatever. So this is it right here. So I'm gonna look and see how much butter. This is my mother's cookbook that my daughter Nefertiti created, even though it has to be updated. Look what she wrote. She said, "My gift to you, Grandma. I love you so much. T.T. Nefertiti, September 13, 2023. Oh, that is so nice. So that's a picture of us. We live in the projects. Where's the dress? Dressings is on page 8. Dressings is on page 8. It's cornbread. So this is where I'm at. This is where I'm at. I just flip through a book, whatever. I did that. Did some potato pies. Did the potato salad. Okay, let me go back to the cornbread. So on her, in the cookbook, it says 3 butters, like 3 sticks of butter and 3 sticks of margarine. So I know my mother likes margarine, but I might use all butter. I don't know what margarine does for it, but I might just use all butter, or 1 stick of margarine. I'll see, because margarine is like close to plastic. So basically, I'm gonna use this cup so that we can have the recipe very accurate in the book, because the water is not listed. So you gotta have, so you can have the right consistency of the dressings. So basically, I think they usually wait and then put the butter in, but I'm just gonna do this, and all it's gonna do is melt, melt inside, and once it's in the oven, you're stirring it a whole lot. You're stirring it as it browns around the edges. You're stirring it, So I'll try to record some of that. So I'm gonna add 2 cups of water, and then from there, I'm gonna make sure I can have the accurate amount of water also. So I'm gonna add some of the water now, and then I'll stir it again. So that's the first 2 cups. Then I stir. It's so thick that it won't take that long to just absorb it in there. A lot of people, they make dressings and it has the flavor, but it lacks the consistency, It's a way, see, this is how it looks when it's cooking. And so when it forms and when it's done, you can enjoy it and it don't taste like a brick. See how that is heavy, moving through? Yeah. You can tell I gotta move this down. Yep. You doing these dressings, man. You got your back into it. Oh, wow. Yep, see? That's how she does it. And then you can just let it start cooking. If I hadn't watched her, was helping her in during the pandemic 2020, I wouldn't know. And then Nefertiti, I watched her when she poured it out. The consistency. So this is good right here. I'm gonna make sure I have it on the right. Okay, it's supposed to be 375. That's what I thought. 375. So 3 butters and 3 margarines, and I don't care to use margarine. And I forgot to put the other 3 sticks. Usually my mother, I've watched her put it on top once the dressings is already done to give it a nice crisp browning. So I have the butter in the microwave now. So it's 10:48 and I'm putting the macaroni in now. Khadija told me I could have been put it in, but that's cool. Because I felt like we would get out there like around 12:30 or 1. So that's the normal time my mother we would eat anyway. So, and just gonna let that dressings brown a little bit more. I put some butter in there, and butter is for flavor anyway. Extra butter, because it was 3 butters and 3 margarines, so should be done.